All right, first game coming up later today. Walk us through it, MP.
Ooh, okay, we're taking on Nanterre. I hope I said that right. But, it's led by Benoit Lambert, a projected second rounder. He's a stretch big who can knock it down from outside.
I feel you. All right, well, obviously you're looking to win this game, but as someone with an eye on the NBA draft, how does that affect your approach?
My approach never changes. I compete as hard as I can and I play to win. But when you go up against another draft prospect, you have an opportunity. You know, you gotta give the scouts a one-to-one comparison. So, if I'm outplaying this guy on the same court, in the same game, and he's projected to go second round, what does that make me?
Makes sense. How has practice been so far?
Tough. These guys really get after it in scrimmages, but it's gonna make me a complete player. Someone any NBA team could use.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think we got what we need.
Nice. Look, I'm not gonna complain on tape, but bro, these practices are killing me. Oh, God, these Euro dudes, I don't get it. They love to hack, and somehow the conditioning programs are even crazier.
Yeah, I was about to say, man, you do look a little rough. You feeling all right?
I'm a little beat up, to be honest with you, and I'm extremely sore, but I gotta find a way to push through it.
Yes, sir. It's just an adjustment. You be all right.
Yeah, just, you know, this kind of stuff, just make sure we keep it off of socials, all right?
No, of course, man. We in this together. We only gonna show the world what you want them to see.
Yeah, that's good.
What's
Xander,
up?
I need help up.
I got you.
Yep.
Oh! Yes, sir.
Gosh.
A city with tremendous history and a love for basketball. We are live in Paris. Good evening and welcome. We have FBSL action coming your way here on 2K Sports. Nanterre versus Paris. I'm Blake Zuniga, joined by Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. We should have a fun one here.
The FBSL season is young, and so is the talent here in Paris. I'm excited to see how Benoit Lambert looks this year, as well as the newcomer, MP.
MP, the latest American to jump over and join Paris FC's roster, and not an easy transition, fellas.
No, not at all, Blake, but this is the path MP chose. And we'll find out very quickly how he stacks up against some of the best young talent that France has to offer. A lot of great talent on the floor in this one. But the big man has to be Benoit Lambert, really a guy that could play in the NBA one day.
Marshall outside. Peltier outside. No good on his first attempt of the game. Here's Paris. Well, we don't know if Lambert has any intention to head over the pond to play in the United States, but the skill is certainly there.
Well, he's so young, but already has a claim as one of the best shooters in all of Europe. Very easy release, can hit shots with a hand in his face. He's the star on this Nanterre team, and he's got a bright future.
Now here's Lambert. Good work defensively by Zadirko. Shoots from the baseline, and Ahern gets it to go.
making it look easy from the mid-range. How about Ahern converting for Paris?
Something that's interesting, when you kind of think about it, is the fitness level of these players at the professional level. It's something else. You don't realize how demanding the game is until you're here.
Everything is faster, and you have to push your body to match it. For young guys like MP and these other prospects, that can be a very tough adjustment.
Now here's Zadirko. Johnson for three. Hams it from downtown.
So for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
Pass to Lambert. Here's Marchand, defended by Illich. Peltier outside. And here's Lambert. Zadirko defending. And the jam by Lambert.
Well, at almost 7 feet tall, Lambert can certainly hammer it home, especially when he's given ideal positioning.
Now here's Johnson. The three. No go. That's miss number 2. He is 1 for 3.
You know, one thing for a lot of these young players, it's the first time they're going up against grown men.
The level of strength is something you cannot prepare for. When you face off against players that do this for a living, it's a little bit different than in youth programs.
Here's Johnson. That one falls. Nice feed from DeMont.
Great decision by Dumont there. A guard who looks to involve his teammates whenever he can.
Pass to Shohei. From about 19 feet. A rebound by Zadirko. It's Harris leading. Outside Illich. Johnson fires from deep. And Paris another triple.
Well, this is what Paris likes about Illich. The big man is always willing to make the extra pass.
16 feet out. It's hauled in by Paris. And so many of the prospects here in France dream of representing Les Bleus on the international stage.
The French national team is as great as it's ever been. You look around this league, and the level of prospects here and going into the NBA is as strong as any nation.
Now here's Chauvet. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first point. Teams will make substitutions. And for the young players like MP joining this team, they're trying to find their role in the rotation.
It's not always easy. How to fit in here in Europe. It's a really high level of play. And it's especially difficult for those like MP who come from overseas.
And Nanterre has possession. They trail by 11. Pass to Chevalier. Bleu. Over Portier. Bleu misses. Outside Johnson. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
Just a huge scoring night for MP. Every time he has a game like this, MP gets that much closer to his dream of making it to the NBA.
To the wing, right side. Here's Bleu. Covered by Portier. Bleu misses.
And the coach of this Paris FC team, Wayne Graves, he worked his way through the ranks. He would spend some time as an assistant coach in the NBA before relocating to Europe.
No doubt, Graves is an American coach, and that shows up a bit in the sets he draws up. But at the end of the day, he's proved that he knows his X's and O's. Don't take your eyes off him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor.
Outside Johnson. The tray. Another miss by Johnson. And so here's Nanterre. 11-point game. Here's Beaumarchais. He's got 5. Here's Girard. Here's Chevalier. The three-pointer, no good. Portier outside. Johnson. This one for 3. Nailed from three-point land.
You know, that short corner three, it's a shot that MP has really been working on.
Here's Beaumarchais. He's guarded by Johnson. And a nice shot by Beaumarchais.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him there, and apparently neither did the defenders.
Back to Johnson.
Goes back up, and he sinks the layup.
Athletic play from MP inside, getting around the traffic and finding a shot.
And Nanterre has possession.
They trail by 14. Puts up a three. Good on the triple.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Blanchet.
Lets the three fly. A nice shot by Johnson.
The answer three from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
Right wing.
Here's Girard. He's covered by Ledoux. And the basket by Girard. Here's Paris. And the ball out of play. Nanterre will have it.
So both teams making some changes here.
Chauvet with it. MP's there. Chauvet, that's good.
Unafraid to get into the lane and challenge that defense. Gabriel Chauvet.
Pass to Elich. Outside Dumont. Outside Johnson. And here's Ahern.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots the three. Johnson, no good.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss. And a good example of Peltier's court vision there, seeing the whole floor and making it look easy. Clock's on their side here.
That's right. They can hold it for the last shot.
Johnson for three. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
And we've reached halftime in this one.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Good to have you back with us for this matchup between Nanterre Elite and Paris FC Basket. The second half just getting underway. But one thing we can be sure of, there will be plenty of scouts in the stands for all of these games.
Yeah, the French League is a hotbed for talent, and scouts from all over will be watching. There's a chance several of these players make the jump to a bigger club, or even, dare I say, the NBA.
The three is up.
Rebound by Nanterre. Outside Marks. Outside Chauvet.
Lays it up and banks it in.
They'll take as many of those high percentage shots as they can make.
It's Paris leading. Pass to Ahern.
Good on the three-point shot.
Well, Paris needs Ahern's scoring from all over the floor. His three-point shooting can trigger their entire attack.
Now here's Lambert. Back to Chauvet.
5 on the clock. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Johnson with it. And it's Peltier picking him up. Outside Dumont. Back to Johnson.
Got him with the pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
Up top, Marchand.
To the wing on the left. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now.
Peltier outside. Pass to Dumont.
Yeah, count.
So the captain of his Paris FC group, the methodical Pierre Dumont.
And Dumont is kind of the guy who always keeps his cool on the court, never gets rattled, and does all the little things.
Peltier, guarded by Dumont. Here's Marchand. The basket good off the assist from Peltier.
For Marshawn, these high percentage looks are so valuable. He can confidently convert on them.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Pass to Johnson. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Marks. Nanterre trailing. Chier, right side. Screen by Lambert. Marks for three. Harris grabs the miss. They've led by as many as 14 points. Pass to Elich. On the wing, Johnson. From downtown, and he's good on the three ball.
Well, he's scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
And so far, we've seen MP getting the better of Lambert out there. Are you guys surprised?
Well, a lot of scouts came here to watch Lambert do his thing, but MP has been the star of the show so far. There's no denying that.
Good chance here for Peltier.
That shot off the mark. Inside. Johnson, no good. Lambert with it. Peltier outside. And Terra lead again can't hit. And Marks gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. So it's both teams making substitutions here. No question who's been in control of this game.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really taken charge.
Back to Johnson. Rebound by Girard. Peltier with it. Picked up by Ahern. Three-pointer, Chauvet.
Gets it to go from downtown.
Man, Chauvet was just calling for that one. He was confident in that shot.
Johnson for three. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Pass to Chauvet.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble.
Ahern outside. Johnson for three. Another three for Paris.
As long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll keep firing them.
As he should. When you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, why not?
The teammates just keep feeding the hot hand.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13.
And we welcome you back to Paris. The two teams are all set as we get this fourth quarter going. Now here's Portier. Dumas on the wing.
No good on the three.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky he was off.
I hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard him, they're going to have some problems.
At the line for Nanterre et Limite. Beaumarchais, taking two shots.
Two shots.
No good on that one. And he can't hit the second.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
13-point lead. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
That's just sheer will from Dumas right there. Not allowing the physical coverage to deter him.
Pass to Girard. They double him with Dumas.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
to Bleu.
Three-pointer.
A rebound by Vasseur.
A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over 1 minute played.
Here's Blanchet.
Shoots it up.
And it's Nanterre with the rebound.
To the middle. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And without a doubt, the star of this Nanterre elite team is Benoit Lambert. He can shoot the lights out, fellas.
And we've talked about Lambert's shooting, but he has a polish to his game that you rarely see from players this young. It's a big reason why scouts are so excited to see him develop.
Pass to Portier.
For three.
Durand grabs the board. Nanterre with the ball.
A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Here's Beaumarchais, covered by Portier. Pass to Bleu.
It's good from long range.
Yeah, you might not think of him as a true ace from three-point range, but the shot was there for him.
Now here's Portier.
Defense right.
Blanchet. Outside Dumont. Back to Johnson.
From the arc. The three-pointer is on target.
They're going to talk to each other on defense. I mean, clearly an error, not getting out there on him, and he's a great three-point shooter.
Three-pointer Chauvet. It's hauled in by Paris.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Pass to Johnson. Fires the three.
It's rebounded by Marks. And so here's Nanterre.
It's a 10-point game. 14 feet out.
And a Chauvet missing. Here's Paris. Ahern outside.
Johnson.
And Marks gets the whistle that time.
That will be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson for three. The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
And they're getting that lead way up there right now. It should be easy for them the rest of the way.
Yeah, and at this late stage of a game, a lead like that has a team feeling awfully good.
And the other one bad.
Launches a three.
And Lambert pulls it down. And so here's Nanterre.
They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Yep, that one goes. Here's Johnson. And you've got to think a basket here would seal it.
No question. That would be all she wrote, and what a story she wrote.
What was the story? I don't know. There's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Here's Chauvet. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Racing in and finding his angle. Chauvet beating them with speed on the drive.
Fires high post. He buries it.
And that'll do it. Paris FC coming away with the win. A nice showing from the young team.
Everyone knew this Paris team, they'd be young, but I think they've turned some ahead with how far along they are in their development.
A lot to like here from Paris. You know, the debut of MP gives their fan base hope for the season.
I'll be interested in how he develops over the year because he can clearly be an impact player for Paris, and they could be a dangerous team as the season goes on.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
MP, thanks for joining us.
No problem. Happy to be here.
How are you adjusting to the level of competition in France? It's a big step up from high school, yes?
They play hard here in France, and everyone's a pro, so the level of competition is a lot better than in high school. But I got some great teammates and coaches, and they're helping me get up to speed.
Okay, so despite the adjustment, you managed to outplay Benoit Lambert. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Nah, not a focus per se, but I know who he is, and I know people think he's a lock-in for the NBA draft. So that's motivation enough for me. I'm trying to show him on his same level. Still, winning will always come first. That's the focus. I'm here to help the FC Basket push this thing as far as we can go.
Well, thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
Pete, I want to put a little something in your ear, okay?
Yeah, go ahead. I'm listening.
All right, now I know we're here to work on your draft stock, but I saw your post-game interview the other day, and I don't think you should talk about the NBA with the press that much.
What you mean?
Same goes for your social videos.
Wait. I'm just being honest out there. Like, I don't understand what that has to do with the management. You even said that it was okay in the contract negotiations.
No. Look, I'm not worried about management. I'm worried about your teammates. They might not like a constant reminder that you see them as a stepping stone.
But that's not true.
I know. But you've got a lot to gain if this team is successful. Paris doesn't have an automatic berth to the EBA championships, but playing well in that tournament would be huge for your draft stock.
No, yeah, you're right. I hear you, Austin, 100%.
Okay, good. Look, but other than that, you're doing an outstanding job, okay? You came here to outplay top prospects, and you're doing it. Nice work.
I appreciate that, Austin.
All right. Talk soon.
Yep. You really need to give that snooze button a break, Boggy.
You say nothing.
Oh, man. Hey, Cap. I think he's finally starting to respect me.
No, you have not earned this yet.
Right. Because I'm a rookie.
If this is something you want, for Bogdan to like you, you must continue doing what you are doing. First person in the gym, and the last person out. And then maybe after a few months' time, if you are still working hard and we win games, it is possible maybe he could like you. Maybe not, but it could be.
Cap, anyone ever told you you have a way with words?
You are doing good, MP. Coach Graves says you come in like a suckling pig, but now you are like a wild boar.
That's a good thing, right?
That's good.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, MP, and I'm coming to you live from Strasbourg, France. I'm getting ready to play against Basket Pro, and I'm here with their top prospect, Vince Ledoux. Vince, thank you for coming on Out of Bounds. Welcome to the show.
You're welcome.
Hey, so Vince here is mocked as high as late first round in next year's NBA draft. Ooh, that boy's bad.
It's Vincent, MP. Vincent.
Right, my bad. Vincent, why don't you describe your games to my followers?
What, you don't watch tape?
Oh, no, I watch tape. I just wanted to hear from your own perspective.
Okay, I'm a playmaker. I run the offense.
He runs the offense, so I need to know. Any advice in maybe how to slow you down?
You don't take things very seriously, do you?
What? Vince, I thought, you understood why you was here.
So I'm here to do your show.
Xander, cut the tape. Yo, what's good, bro? Like, if you didn't want to do the show, why'd you sign up?
Thought you'd be more prepared. If this is how you get ready for games, then we will have an easy time tonight, huh?
You think you're gonna have an easy time, but you're not. Because you just made this personal, so if anything, you're gonna have a harder time.
Okay, mec. M'en fiche.
Yeah, I don't even know what that means. Yo, Zan, what's up, bro? I thought you said he was chill.
Bro, he seemed cool when I had him on the phone. He probably just playing with you, man. I can scrap the footage you want me to.
No. We'll keep it. Actually, we're gonna throw over some highlights of tonight's game. Once we beat them. We'll make a little big joke out of it. Yeah, it'll be funny.
Copy that.
An iconic view of the medieval architecture and waterways of Strasbourg, France. Hello, everyone, and welcome to 2K Sports coverage of the FBSL. I'm Blake Suniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi. It's Paris FC hitting the road to face Strasbourg Basket Pro.
I think this is going to be a great one, Blake. Both Paris and Strasbourg have a lot of young talent, and there should be no shortage of up-and-down action tonight.
That's right, and two of the biggest names for their respective teams, MP and Vincent Leduc.
Quite frankly, those are the guys everyone is here to see. Leduc, easily one of the top prospects in France right now. And then you got MP, an up-and-comer from the United States who's been making a case for himself. This is a great test for both of them on a stage full of curious eyes.
Well, you know, we've seen some great playmakers come out of France before, but Vincent Leduc might be the best of them when he's finished with his career.
Pass to Vasseur. Leduc. He's guarded by Johnson. Chuck up two right there.
Strasbourg leans on Leduc for his passing, but don't overlook his ability to score from just about anywhere.
Now here's Johnson. Launches it. Miller pulls it in. As you said, Leduc, an incredible playmaker, and his feel for the game is something that has him rated as one of the top prospects in the league.
Well, the vision he displays is unreal. When you have a player so young, to have such a strong understanding of space and passing, that's something that coaches dream about.
A nice shot by Johnson.
Relentless inside effort from MP. He was committed to getting that to go.
And when you look around the NBA, it's not hard to find a French player who got their start in this league.
And I think that is in part probably because of the way that France has developed their basketball program. But it also speaks volumes for the way this league can prepare players to make that jump over to the NBA.
Miller outside. Pass to Leduc.
Lets the three fly. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Gotta appreciate the decisiveness Leduc showed there. He knows he has the green light to fire off the catch.
Another miss by Johnson.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Lemuel with it. Johnson covering. Pass to Leduc. The rebound by Zadirko. And you look at the Strasburg team. They aren't title favorites by any means, but they can compete.
Well, they lack the overall depth that you need to compete for an EBA championship, but they play so well with Ledoux running the show that I think anything is possible here.
Now here's Leduc.
9 points in the game.
Here's Vasseur. It's rebounded by Dumont. Harris trailing. Zadirko drives in. Good work defensively by Vasseur. Strasburg with the ball. Outside Leduc. Pass to Lemuel. Back to Leduc.
Let's go with a three.
Strasburg again missing.
Inside. Elich with the jam.
Oh, Bogdan Elich turning back the clock.
To the inside.
Stolen by Elich.
And we know the backstory with MP. I think he views his time in France as a way to prove to others that he can play at an elite level.
And we don't know if that's in Europe or back in the United States, but you just get the feeling from MP that this stint is a bit of a showcase for the rest of his career.
Now here's Leduc. For three, Lemuel.
Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Total control on the long-range shot. Lemuel had it dialed in just how he likes it.
Back to Johnson.
Takes the three. Cans it from downtown.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Outside Lemuel. Vasseur. Leduc for three. And Elich pulls it down.
Pass to Zadirko.
Outside Johnson. Over Leduc.
He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Oh, you look at the potential they do. It's through the roof.
The way he can facilitate is rare. He's not there quite yet, but you could see him having the type of vision that LeBron, Jokic, and Chris Paul have. It's got that kind of potential.
Zadirko outside. Outside Johnson. Shoots over Leduc.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 2. And back in a moment as we'll...
And welcome back to this matchup here in Strasbourg. And for some of these athletes coming in from overseas, it can be quite the culture shock.
It's not easy to adjust to a team in a city you don't know with a language you don't speak. It's a bit of a time to grow up moment, if you will, but those who make it can flourish.
Calling his own number right there. Portier felt that was the best option and took it.
Pass to Bellini. Lambert up top. He's covered by Leduc.
5 on the clock. Over to the left wing.
Leon.
And the three off target.
Harris with the lead. Here's Benoit.
To the paint.
And Leduc with a dunk.
Nobody among the defenders stepping up to the challenge and challenging him on that drive.
And he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
He's just going to take that every time.
Oh, of course he will. And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Leon.
Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
The way this roster is constructed for Strasburg, they need to do a lot of their damage with the starting five.
Well, the on-off numbers for Ledoux are pretty startling. There's a lot of talent on the bench for Strasburg, but I'm not sure if it's quite game ready just yet.
Pass to Lambert. Dubois. And Strasburg again with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Now Portier.
Tries it from 19.
Bellini pulls it in.
To the middle. Low block shot.
Harris grabs the miss. Outside Leduc. Pass to Blanchet. Now here's Portier. And Paris tacks on 2 more.
And with Coach Wayne Graves for Paris FC, this is a bit of a chance for him to showcase what he can do as a coach.
Well, if Coach Graves can lead this team in the EBA tournament, he'll turn some heads for sure. It's not easy to do with such a young roster, but the talent, it's there.
Pass to Dubois.
The 3 is up.
Charpentier can't hit. Here's Leduc. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
It must be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense will be there for them.
Down low. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for Strasbourg Port. Lambert taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Well, with all the youth that Paris FC has, you would think that they lean on their vets, but they've got some young guys really stepping up.
Yeah, very quickly, guys like MP and other younger players have found ways to contribute. Kind of seems like Paris FC gets stronger every time they take the court.
And so he hits both. And in this second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Ahern outside. Johnson for 3.
Drains the 3-pointer.
Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
And here's Strasburg.
It's a 10-point game.
Now here's Leduc. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Vasseur. Back to Leduc.
It's remounted by Johnson.
And it's Paris with the ball.
They've only given up 6 here in this quarter.
And we've seen MP start to adjust to the speed of the French league, looking much more comfortable.
Oh, listen, guys, it can be rough when you first start playing the game professionally. But MP has got his fitness right and has the look of a pro player now.
And here's Ahern behind the arc.
No luck on that one.
And here's Strasburg. Pass to Leduc.
Yep, that goes.
Well, if a defender is going to play off of him like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points on the board.
And so that brings the first half to a close.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Leading by 6. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter after the break.
The third quarter is now underway here between Paris and Strasbourg. And for guys that have played or watched both this league and the NBA, there are some stark differences.
Yeah, no doubt. Europe is a lot less isolation, much more team-oriented play. And really, you talk about the skill of these players, pretty much everybody can hit a jumper from distance as well.
Back to Johnson.
Jacks up a 3. Drills fires it from outside.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. He's got more points from outside the arc than inside it.
Outside Leduc. Elich the block.
That's rim protection at its finest. Elich refusing to give up the easy basket.
Lemieux with it. Leduc. That's good, and Lemieux with the assist.
He's been a bright spot for them. He's had a very efficient offensive performance.
And who knows how much bigger the lead would be if it wasn't for his shooting.
Yeah, he's kept them in it.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. To the middle.
Leduc with the steal.
They're running. Here's Miller. Good work there as it goes.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Lamar off the drive.
Johnson for three.
And Paris, another triple.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Here's Zadirko, and he converts the layup.
And he's a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. That's what he brings to the table.
And here's Miller. Pass to Leduc.
Offline with the three.
Harris with the lead.
Here's Zadirko.
Rejected by Basur. Here's Leduc.
And they cash in right away with a quick shot.
A huge scoring night for Leduc. We're seeing why most are saying he'll be a first-round pick. Another gem from France.
Johnson for three. It's good from long range.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Basur.
That is his first foul of the game. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
Outside Johnson.
There's the three.
Paris FC basket with another miss. To Leon. Dumont with the steal. Johnson for three.
Yes, it's good. He's made 2 for every one he's missed. 10 for 15 in the contest.
Here's Lemieux. Here's Leon. And here's Roquefort. Back to Miller. And Miller finishing it off.
Well, what a slam right there by Miller. The defense cannot allow Clinton to get that close to the bucket.
Outside Johnson.
Takes the three. That shot missing.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time. The team got lucky.
Pass to Ahern. Back to Johnson.
Three-pointer.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern.
Shooting with no hesitation. You have to admire MP's confidence in firing off the catch.
Oh, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some of his serious leaping ability.
And here's Basur. He's guarded by Roquefort. Back to Basur.
Zadirko with 2 seconds left. Drained for 2 points. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 11. And we're coming back in just a moment.
Now tipping off this fourth quarter action between Paris FC basket at Strasbourg Basket Pro. Ledoux. Here's Bellini.
Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
And that's how you pick up second chance players. Stay active and be ready to react as soon as the shot goes up.
Pass to Blanchet.
To the inside. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time.
Strasburg trailing. Here's Leon. Ledoux with the steal. Pass to Portier.
And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
Left side, Ledoux. Blanchet pulls it in. And it's Paris with the ball. Outside, Ledoux. Blanchet.
And it's good. 2 points. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Outside, Ledoux.
The 3 ball.
It's hauled in by Ledoux. And here's Paris. Pass to Portier. Here's Ledoux. Back to Portier. Blanchet.
Shoots the 3.
Pass to Illich. Portier.
For 3. That one doesn't drop. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th.
Here's Lambert. It's hauled in by Paris. Now here's Ledoux. Portier outside. Illich. Back to Portier. Screen by Illich.
To the right side. Shoots.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Stepping up and knocking the jumper down. Illich knows his mechanics inside and out.
Strasburg calls timeout. Ledoux.
Got it. Good job in the low post.
Couldn't run the inbounds play any better than that.
Now Paris FC basket with it.
Here in the 4th, they've only allowed just 4 points. Johnson for 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
To the paint.
And the basket by Ledoux.
He did so well to lead his teammate right to the ideal spot.
Sadirko with it.
Monsieur's there.
Johnson for 3. Drops in the tray.
And with that basket, you'd have to think this lead is safe.
I don't know if I'd call it 100% secure, but at least 98%.
I'll go 99.2.
Outside Ledoux.
Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. Vasseur with the steal. And the dunk by Vasseur.
The power from Vasseur. Make a little statement there.
Zadirko outside. Pass to Illich. Jamal.
Here's Johnson.
Vasseur defending.
Beyond the arc. Johnson, no good.
Now here's Leduc. He's guarded by Johnson.
Tries the spin move.
The kick out to Leduc.
No good on the three.
You can just tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Boy, I mean, he's just shaking his head after that miss.
Lets it go from deep. Here's Zadirko.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
What strength by Zadirko on that sequence, just willing that shot in despite the foul.
So Strasburg now. They trail by 18. Pass to Fabre. And out of bounds, Paris will take it.
Paris FC ball. Paris FC substitution. Number 26. Arnaud
Johnson for three. No good. That's going to put a ribbon on this one. Paris FC comes into town and secures the win.
Well, when you got a young team like Paris is, it's never easy to get a win on the road. They showed a lot of grit and fight, the way they battled it out.
And for MP, nice for this team to get a win over Leduc with so many fans in attendance.
And this win doesn't necessarily mean that MP is going to jump Leduc on prospect boards or anything, but he certainly showed that he has a lot to offer, and he continues to develop his game.
And that about does it, folks. For Brian Banafatemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga saying thanks for watching.
Vincent Leduc is considered one of France's best playmakers, but you thoroughly outplayed him tonight. What does that say?
That if you don't know about me, you're gonna find out. Vince thought I was some loudmouth American just here to cash a check. But someday he's gonna realize this is my story. I'm the main character, and he's just watching.
On top of outplaying Leduc, you helped lead Paris to victory. Talk about it.
My job is to do whatever this team needs. Whatever that is, that's scoring, defense, playmaking, rebounding, whatever. I feel like I could do it all. And I want these guys to know I'll run through a brick wall for them if I have to. I'm that committed.
How was the escargot?
Awesome, bro. Them things was bussin'. I mean, it's basically just a bunch of butter and garlic, but it also has some crunchy bread on it. I don't even know what it was, but hey, look, Americans give Snell a bad rap, but them things was so good.
No, I agree. I love it. All right, so look, I want to give you an update on your draft stock, all right?
Oh yeah, let me hear it.
Things are looking really good. Everyone's raving about your work ethic. Your coach told a scout you're more ripped than 50 Cent.
Yeah, he's got to stop doing that. He just also needs to update his references.
Right. And you've played great against the top prospects. Your game is looking polished.
Great, so all good news.
Yeah, that's right. Most mocks have you solidly in the second round at this point.
Second round?
Okay, I know you, MP, and I know you're better than that. But this is all going according to plan, all right? This time last year, you weren't even in the 2K250. Now the NBA is looking like a foregone conclusion. Let that sink in. That's massive.
Yeah. You're right, man. This is good. This is good for us.
It's better than good. And if you can make it to the EBA championship, you've got a chance to make things great. So keep doing what you're doing. It's working.
Yeah. I will. I got you, Austin. Thanks.
In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
Yeah, well, they call him the Eagle for a reason. He's a great finisher with both hands. I mean, just tremendous hops. They're gonna try to get him running downhill with a full head of steam. So yeah, we need to communicate, not get caught on screens, and challenge him at the rim.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
Yeah, well, the EBAs don't start until after the French season is over, so we try not to get too wrapped up in that. Tonight we play Marseille, and they're a great team. So my focus is on them 100%.
Thanks, MP.
What a view of Paris. We are live here in one of the world's most iconic cities for tonight's game. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement, Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC. A win here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Bourgeois.
To the middle.
Arrow. Solid defense from Ahern. Outside Illich. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ahern. You get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
Outside Johnson. For three. Another three for Paris.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent and deep. But you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point, the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
He's just so reliable, guys. His offense doesn't come and go. It's always there.
Jacks up a three. Sinks the triple.
Love how confident MP is rising up from there, knowing, damn it, he can do it today.
Arrow outside. Pass to Bourgeois. Illich with the strong defensive effort. Johnson, guarded by Dupont.
Sadirko, great positioning on the putback.
Well, defensively, I mean, you got to get a body on Sadirko and box him out. He's a very large dude out there.
Now Brisebois. Stolen by Illich.
Without a doubt, this Marseille squad belongs to Louis Dupont. Really a gifted finisher, one of the best finishers in all of Europe.
He's the heartbeat of this team, and he is their leader. Marseille can go as far as Dupont takes them, and the way he's played all season, the sky is the limit for L'Aigle.
And when Brisebois is shooting with confidence, he's a real problem. Outstanding initiative right there, catching and firing.
Brisebois. First personal foul. First team foul.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, there's no doubt who's in control when Pierre Dumont is on the floor for Paris FC. There's a reason he's the captain.
Pass to Bourgeois. That's in there. Barrow with the assist.
That's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Stirko outside.
Johnson from the arc drills it from outside.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
And Barrow is used to having to convert through contact. It's a testament to how tough he is.
Johnson for three. And the ball out of play. Marseille will have it. And Marseille making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
Marseille trailing. Pass to Riyard. Here's Dupont. Parker a screen.
To the right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they've surpassed their fans' expectations already. Nearly got a finger to that shot in the block attempt.
That was just as effective as a block. It made him completely change his release point and caused the miss.
Yeah, it wasn't officially a block, but really it might as well have been.
Here's Riyard.
That's the 3 fly.
And Parker, good for 3.
Now you could see Parker liked the angle he found. His shot was there, and he knew it.
Out to the wing.
Here's Illich.
And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play.
Paris FC basket ahead.
Up 1. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. Here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Down low.
Here's Dumont. And Dumont slamming it down.
And check out the bounce.
That's a lot of bounce per ounce right there.
How much, what's the bounce per ounce like rate?
I'm not sure.
BPO, bounce per ounce. An unusual stat, but look, he said it. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Here's Durand. Pass to Dumont. Shoots over Vasseur. Dumont, no good. Paris with the lead.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter.
Leduc gets the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very well done.
To the paint.
And a nice shot by Valois.
The plan worked perfectly that possession. Get it inside, get the high percentage shot.
Back to Portier.
And there's a pick.
And Portier slams it in.
The stuff from Portier, getting up.
2 minutes now played in this second quarter.
Pass to Valois.
Inside.
Here's Dumont. And there's Marseille with another bucket.
Nice bucket, but he should just go straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Portier outside.
To the left wing. Here's Benoit. The three-pointer off the mark.
And here's Marseille.
They trail by 1.
Yard.
And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Well-timed pass, and it goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
A great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, exploding to the bucket just as soon as that ball was going the other way.
And you see some of these guys go out to the three-point line, try to shoot threes. Not him. Just dunking.
Here's Benoit. Monsieur with the screen. Pass to Blanchet. Kept alive.
Fires from deep. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Here's Valois. Here's Dumont. And there's Marseille with another bucket.
Such a smart shot with the mismatch.
A shooter like him with that height advantage, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Yeah, it's almost going to go down every time.
Now here's Leduc.
Tries it from 19.
It's rebounded by Dumont. Here's Riard.
Here's the pick. Takes the three.
A rebound by Vasseur. Portier outside.
To the inside.
Pass to Benoit.
He can't get that one to fall.
He kind of short-armed that one after doing a nice job to get open. Disappointing.
Here's Dumont.
Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Benoit, good.
What a move. He saw a window on the other side of the rim and whipped it around for the immaculate reverse.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock.
Pass to Riard.
There's a screen. Lays it up and banks it in. From deep. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going on here.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 2. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
If you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
Now here's Dumont. Ahern outside.
Pass to Johnson. It's stolen by Parker. And stolen by Zadirko.
Right side Dumont. Elich. Dupont with it. Guarded by Zadirko. Barrow left side. Brisebois long range. It's hauled in by Paris.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Johnson for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way and let him take over.
Down low.
Dumont with the steal. Outside Johnson. That's good, and it's Dumont with the assist.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Hits the three-point bomb.
Oh, three-pointer has to be his best friend today, no question.
It has been today, anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
Three-pointer's a nice friend to have.
Marseille, no good that time either.
I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
And Paris, another triple.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
Timeout called, Marseille. Here's Marseille with the ball.
A 12-point game.
Brisebois up top, guarded by Dumont. Barrow gets the bucket.
Barrow showing his fight near the hoop. Nice trip down the floor from Marseille.
Zadirko, Parker defending. Johnson for three. Marseille basketball pulls it in. Pass to Parker. Inside. And Barrow slams it in.
Athletic move by Barrow going straight to the hoop.
Outside Johnson. Three-pointer Illich.
Drains the three-pointer.
And a lot of rumors swirling for Bogey Illich. And some folks close to him feel that this could be his final season.
No announcement yet for Bogey, but there's a small chance that we could be watching the final act of his basketball career. Again, this is all speculation, as Bogey hasn't indicated if this is it for him.
Forcing the issue inside. Barrow's aggressiveness earns him a trip to the line.
And good on the second, so he makes both. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And after lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition.
Here's Parker. The rebound by Zadirko.
Pass to Ahern. Johnson for three. And Paris, another triple.
They've been very sound offensively in the second half.
And there's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
And you kind of wonder what was one team talking about in the locker room and what was the other?
Now here's Barrow.
He's got 10.
He did double duty right there. Influenced the shot and cleaned the glass.
Pass to Johnson. There's the triple. The three-pointer is on target.
When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Connects from three-point range.
A big lead becomes bigger. They are playing with purpose, guys.
And that goes for both ends of the floor. They've been controlling the action everywhere.
Just dominant.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 18. And we're coming back right after this break to get the fourth quarter started.
Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC basket and Marseille basketball. Left side, Illich.
Puts up a three.
And Johnson, good for three.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
You just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
Here's Dumont. And Dumont slamming it down.
The one-hand slams just look so pretty when it's his hand doing the slam.
Ooh, man, he is smooth as silk, even on the power finish.
Just so pretty.
That's part of what makes him unique, that combination of the P&P, power and polish.
Great effort on the boards and a mean dunk. You just will not ever see him put in a play.
He certainly is a handful. You've got to have a body on him at all times.
Absolutely.
Maybe two.
Yeah.
And sometimes getting a body on him, even that's not enough, you know? He'll go over, around, or through you to get to that rebound. I mean, he is just relentless.
Johnson for three. Marseille basketball pulls it in.
Yeah, the great shooters, they know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice there.
Yeah, not very good defensive coverage that time, but he got lucky.
And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Riyard, defended by Elich. Dupont, no good. And it's Harris with the ball. Outside Johnson.
The three ball. It's not going to go for him.
And he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
Back to Visior.
To the middle.
Johnson. And it's Riyard with the rebound. Portier right side.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson.
That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
And as a point guard, Portier understands it's his responsibility to involve his teammates. That's a great pass right there.
Timeout called, Marseille.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed by now here in the fourth quarter.
Barrow outside.
To the paint. Soft touch off the glass.
In the modern pro game, you need your forwards to score it inside, outside. Credit Bourgeois there.
Outside Johnson. Pass to Ahern.
Johnson, shot clock at 5. Off target with the 3.
And here's Brisebois. Back to Bourgeois.
Takes the 3. He can't get it to go.
Johnson for 3.
And the 3 ball is good.
Yeah, he's the leading scorer in this game and has been the dominant figure today, no doubt.
Brisebois outside.
To the inside.
And Barrow slams it in.
Well, it's a good thing he showed up today, because without him, they'd be in much deeper trouble.
Johnson for 3. Rebound by Barrow. Dupont on the wing.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Man, they're in complete control.
Everything they're doing, it's been working out. Wow.
Back to Zadirko.
Pass to Johnson. The 3.
The shot is good off the assist from Zadirko.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous really, for them from three-point range.
Yeah, a ton of the points coming from long range here. What a barrage.
And what a time to hit the threes. Well, it doesn't take a private eye to figure out why they call Dupont l'aigle. He simply soars through the air, and along with Barcelona's Alvarez, has a claim for the best dunker in Europe.
Reminds me a bit of a player named Han Chi, who played a few years over here. You might remember him as the Flying Dragon. They both have the ability to explode off the floor when they take it to the rack.
Well, to try and cut off his attack, I think the defense felt like they had to get in Dupont's way.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Johnson for three.
Count it. Well, he scored over half their points so far. An unbelievable contribution.
The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EBA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EBA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Wayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EBA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is. This team has grown so much, and right now they're riding a lot of confidence heading into the tournament.
And that'll do it for this one, folks. For Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, this is Blake Suniga, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EBA championships?
It feels incredible! Oh man, this is my first season as a professional, so to make it to the continent's biggest tournament is an honor. These guys, I mean, I've also never been to Turkey, so that's another first for me. And one thing I'm really looking forward to is I hear they've got a beautiful architecture over there, and the Hagia Sophia, if I'm pronouncing that right, is supposed to be fire.
It is. Thank you, MP. Go celebrate. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Congratulations, guys.
Seems like just yesterday I was trying to convince you to come to Europe. Now here we are, about to play Istanbul for the EBA championship.
Austin, you keep popping up on me, and you realize I almost fired you for less, right?
Yeah, I was there. I remember.
All right, but I mean, I guess you kind of knew what you were doing.
Well, it only worked because you have what it takes. No, seriously, you earned everything you're about to get, MP. And if you take home this chip, you're gonna get a lot more.
When? But right now I need to know what the NBA draft is looking like.
There's been some upward movement, you know, nothing too drastic. But if you put on a legendary performance in this tournament, who knows? You might get yourself in the first round, bro.
Things are really moving fast, huh?
They are. Yeah, this is a crazy time in life for NBA prospects. So much is up in the air and things change drastically.
Not if you're an NBA kid. I feel like half the league has a dad who went pro. Sometimes I wish I had those advantages, man.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be you. Plus, there's plenty of NBA kids who don't get a whiff of the pros. I mean, genes only take you so far.
Gotta earn it at this level, right?
That's right. And look at it this way. Coming from Vermont, growing up around that diner, that gave you a work ethic and put a chip on your shoulder that'll take you as far as you'll let it.
Sky's the limit.
It truly is. But first, you got to take down Istanbul basketball. And you only got one shot to do it. Single elimination.
Come on, Austin. You know that's what I live for? That kind of thing excites me.
Okay, so you're not nervous?
Nah. You train hard so the game is easy. Pierre told me that on my first day of practice, and I think he's right. There's nothing that can happen in this game that I haven't already put myself through 10 times over on a random Wednesday. Look, I'm ready, and I promise you we're gonna win. You want some water?
Please.
Ali, as a two-time EBA MVP, what advice would you give your team before the championship game?
We know what we need to do to beat FC Baskets. I don't have to say nothing.
What do you expect from your opponent?
They got hot at the right time. But we have the best players in the tournament, the most experience. Strongest will win. I expect them to lose.
Man, Ali, you have surprised me, man. I thought you'd be bigger, stronger, scarier.
Tomorrow, you will see how strong I am.
MP,
Yeah.
MP, how are you feeling ahead of this championship game?
We feel excited at the moment, and we're so focused right now. This is a tremendous opportunity to bring home the EBA title to Paris. And I know a lot of guys on my team have worked their entire careers for this very moment. So I'm just hoping I can play a big role in making everyone's dream come true.
So, do you have any thoughts on your opponents, Istanbul basketball?
Look, I'm not gonna hold you. They're one of the best club teams in Europe. Have been for some time now. We're gonna have to scrap and claw every possession if we're gonna pull this one out. But we've got a great team too, and I know we've got what it takes to win this one.
And
Thank you.
And Pete.
You're welcome.
And Pete.
And a distant view of the skyline of Rome, Italy, our site for tonight's action. Good evening, everyone. What an exciting night. It's the EBA championship between Paris FC and Istanbul basketball. I'm Blake Zuniga, along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. It's winner take all here, and the kings of Europe will be crowned tonight.
We can't wait. We likely have a contender with the powerhouse Istanbul team on one side, but we have the surprise team, Paris FC, surpassing all expectations this year on the other side.
And now Paris is just one win away from immortality. They've been led all tournament by MP.
And Istanbul has leaned on Guvan during their run to the finals. Both MP and Guvan have been the stars of this tournament, and one of them will have a dream finish when it's all said and done.
What a backdrop we have here in Rome for this incredible matchup in the EBA Championship. So much on the line tonight.
Left side, Illich. Ahern outside. Johnson for three. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
As MP continues to develop, he just becomes more consistent from deep.
And after the horn sounds, one of these teams will be crowned the kings of Europe.
And what a journey it has been for MP with this team. But they have some stiff competition on their hands with Guvan and a very tough Istanbul team.
Left shot by by Guvon, no good. Outside Johnson.
Three-pointer.
Another three for Paris.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed.
Pass to Ganesh. Guvon.
From about 16, that's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And when you try to compare Guvon to the other great lead guards in Europe, it's hard to find a direct 1-for-1. He's a unique talent.
No doubt. I mean, there's not a lot of other guards that give you as much as Guvon gives a team. The scoring, the playmaking, the leadership, even defense, he's very good on that end as well. He does it all in a way that we haven't really seen so far.
Now here's Toprak. Pass to Guvon. Back to Toprak. Harris grabs the miss. Now here's Elish. On the wing, Johnson.
Lets the three fly, and he's good on the three ball.
And I love MP's shot selection. Just keeping things simple and taking what the defense is giving him.
Back to Guvon.
And that's in. Nice feed on the play.
We know Guvon is an elite leader on the floor, but it's sometimes kind of hard to quantify how large the difference is for this team when he's out there.
People have compared Guvon to Chris Paul in terms of the ways that he can elevate a ball club. He's got that sort of impact on a team where role players just play better.
Now here's Guvon.
Johnson with the steal. To the paint.
Elish. And Elish with the dunk.
These teams, they don't look like they belong on the same court today.
I don't think they do. A double-digit lead and we're still in the first? Ouch.
Trying to hope this one gets closer. Jeez.
Guvon with it. He's guarded by Johnson. It's Toprak on the wing.
Releases. Misses the wing jumper.
And here's Paris. Outside Johnson. It's over Guvon. Again, it's Paris.
Not many can argue Guvon is the star of this Istanbul side. Arguably the best guard in Europe, and he's the key to this team.
He does everything so well and has been doing it for so long. Guvon isn't a player you can rattle. You know he's going to leave his fingerprints on this game.
Brushing off the contact like it's nothing. Guvon staying focused.
Outside Johnson.
Takes the three. Sinks the triple.
Their offenses come together immediately. They're threatening to run away with this game.
I can't imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they can even come close, look out.
Yeah, to pick up and keep this offensive pace would be insane. Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Launches it.
And Paris, another triple.
The answer three from MP. Listen, he never backs down. MP is a guy who's had to earn everything.
A good look from Ganesh. Offensive board. Kaya with the stop.
Isn't it great to see a player who works so hard on the glass at both ends?
And that's what he's built his reputation on. Grinding away, 100% effort at all times.
That's the way he plays.
And all that effort pays off. I mean, how many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy?
Good on the three-point shot.
And that's what built them the early lead. Killer shooting from beyond the arc.
And the defense needs to recognize that and get out there on those shooters. Pronto.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They lead by 13. And the second quarter is on the way when we return.
Welcome back to the Eternal City, Rome. Second quarter action of the EBA Championship getting underway. Well, we've seen the development of Turkish basketball over the last few decades, and Istanbul is a big part of that.
Turkey, really one of the stronger teams in international play, along with the talent that's gone on to the NBA. A lot of their success is from the players Istanbul has produced.
Here's Blanchet. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Down low, here's Leduc. Again, it's Paris.
He's got so many tricks in his bag. He will find a way to hurt you.
Pass to Korkmaz. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Paris. Here's Blanchet. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Six to shoot. There's the triple. Arslan pulls it in. Istanbul with the ball. 15-point game. Pass to Tuna. To the inside. And that one is hammered home.
Didn't do anything fancy there, didn't need to.
Nope. His only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Solid player.
Yeah, but Blake, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
That one drops for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4. And Tolga Yilmaz, the Istanbul wing, he's really shown some great development over the last few seasons.
I kept waiting on Yilmaz to figure it out. Then about halfway through last year, it happened. He's been an absolute stud since then, and a huge part of Istanbul's success.
Here's Tuna. Here's Arslan.
An offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback.
And as they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards?
Yeah, crash the boards, get second chance points.
Yeah, those are all the good things that a coaching staff wants to see. And look, it wouldn't be a bad idea because they could use all the second chance points they can get.
Here's Tuna. And another one for Istanbul. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Leduc. The three. Again, Leduc missing. Istanbul trailing. Here's Korkmaz. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Here's Tuna. And they grab their own miss.
Scrapes and claws for the offensive board and doesn't take any chances on the putback.
Strong work all around on the rebound and the stuff.
Everything you want.
Yeah, he stuck with that one all the way and earned his reward. You know, it's kind of like your dog when he does a trick and you got to give him his treat.
And yep, it's good.
A nice run they've put together here to bring it close.
They really got hot, and I didn't think I'd be saying this a little while ago, but now it's anyone's ball game.
Here's Benoit. Back to Portier. Shoots the three. Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
It can be so deflating to miss a wide open look like that.
Leduc with the steal. Here's the break. That's good, and it's Portier with the assist.
Well, the bucket's a bit fewer and further between lately.
Yeah, this game just has a different complexion than it had just a short time ago. Suddenly that lead isn't looking as cozy.
That ball is off target. It's his third miss, and he's made 2 shots from the field. Inside, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, a bigger lead guard, Portier can have success down low for this Paris ball club.
And there's a pick. Here's Korkmaz. And no good that time either for Istanbul. So we conclude the first half. Paris FC basket ahead. Up 9. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter going. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports as the second half of this NBA championship game gets underway. One of the
things you always love about the EBA championship. You get some contrasting styles between the club teams of different countries.
And there are players from all over the world on these rosters, but each club has their own identity, and it's been fun to watch them clash.
Clock at 2. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation.
Outside Gouvon.
For 3, buries the long-range jumper.
There's no shortage of moxie to Yilmaz's game. He's ready to fire as soon as he gets his hands on the ball.
Aaron on the wing.
Johnson. And a miss there on the triple.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting him get that open.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up. Sharp shooting from Yilmaz on the perimeter. He had that one totally dialed in.
Johnson for 3.
Drops in the tray.
Oh, some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Count that one.
Just going to work inside. Gouvon finding his finish at close range.
Outside Johnson.
The tray.
And Istanbul basketball with the rebound.
High post shot.
Here's Ganesh.
A rebound by Zadirko.
Harris with the lead. On the wing, Johnson.
This one for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, MP certainly found his groove tonight. The defense can't allow him to keep rolling like this.
Here's Kaya.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It goes on Ahern.
Both good at the line. One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
On the wing, Johnson. He's covered by Gouvon.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half.
And Toprak gets it to go.
Spreading out the floor, you want that in a swingman like Toprak.
Johnson for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Gouvon.
You talk about fighting your way back into a game. They've shown a lot of grit in this comeback.
Well, they never hung their heads, even when they were down big earlier. They were really composed, never got desperate, and credit the coach for keeping them in it.
Exactly. Stay with your game plan. So you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're just going to let them roam free in the three-point range.
The 3 is up.
Kick out to Gouvon.
Goes back up. And it's good off the glass.
Well, what I like about Ali Deniz Gouvon is he takes what's available. When the mid-range opens up, he doesn't mind firing away.
Now here's Elic.
Johnson fires the 3.
Another 3 for Paris.
His performance from long range has been something to behold.
That's been his shot today, no doubt about it.
Keep feeding him.
Back to Gouvon. Pass to Ganesh.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
With his size, you have to love the way Anil Ganesh moves around the court. I mean, everything is so deliberate with his footwork.
Well, like so many other Turkish bigs, Ganesh is as skilled as they come. He's got great vision, and he can create some space with the bounce if he needs to.
Johnson.
And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get too many chances like that from short range.
Well, that's a smart play by Yilmaz. These championship games often come down to free throws.
This is his first free throw attempts of the game. Good on the second free throw.
And in this EBA championship game, MP has been the one to lead the way for this team.
Well, Gouvan might have the experience, but right now MP is the best player on the floor. The way he's taken over offensively, it's been incredible.
He's setting this place on fire. His shooting has been off the charts.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a...
Welcome back. Only 1 quarter left to crown an EBA champion live from Rome, Italy. Here's Axoy. Kaya outside. And now Paris on the break. Pass to Vasseur. Out to Johnson.
Three-pointer.
It's good. The assist that time from Vasseur.
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late. How's that for a move? His crossover, it's a thing of beauty.
Shoots. Again, it's Paris. And Istanbul basketball with possession here.
They trail by 6.
Axoy, started by Johnson. Back to Toprak.
Just 5 to shoot.
Harris grabs the miss. Outside Johnson.
From deep.
Another 3 for Paris.
They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light.
And it's Kaya missing. And it's Paris with the ball.
A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Here's Korkmaz, and fouled hard that time, and he'll get 2 shots at the line.
Fortier picks one up.
And he knocks down the first one. So both teams changing it up here. And good on the second, so he makes both. Game moves along, 2 minutes gone here in the fourth.
Outside Johnson.
The 3 ball.
Toprak grabs the miss.
He didn't punish them for the weak coverage, but they can't count on him missing.
He's got to go right back to that shot.
And Ganesh for 3. Pass to Korkmaz. Basket is good. The assist from Gouvan.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Harris with the lead. Here's Dumont. Pass to Elich.
Johnson from outside the arc. Drills it from outside.
What a final quarter they're having from downtown. A bunch of threes falling to them.
And they might as well keep going back to the well. Work that perimeter while they're hot.
And work it to the final whistle.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth quarter of this one. From past the arc.
And it's Ganesh with the rebound. Istanbul with the ball. Spring here for Gouvan. And again, it's Istanbul.
What a huge bucket in this championship game. Did you expect anyone else? Ali, Denise, Gouvan, the name enough. That's too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get that space, but the defender has to work harder.
Now a timeout called by Istanbul.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth.
Here's Gouvan.
Second shot opportunity.
Elich the block.
This is why these guys love the veteran Elich. He gives everything he's got, every possession.
Zadirko.
Ganesh defending. Johnson for 3. And Paris another triple.
They've been able to depend on his offense all game, guys, and he is not wasting any chances.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the game, Just keep feeding him the rock.
And he gets the bucket.
Who else but Ali Dennis Gouvan? In these moments, you go to your best option.
Here's Johnson. And it's Ganesh with the rebound.
He kind of short-armed that one after doing a nice job to get open. Disappointing.
Pass to Duval.
Puts up a three.
It's hauled in by Paris.
The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Zadirko. And they go to the intentional foul. And an intentional foul right there. And so they foul intentionally.
Now here's Johnson. D right on him. They double team MP.
Now off the inbound. And yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim.
And every point they get now puts them one step closer to finishing this one off.
If they haven't already done it, just a tremendous all-around performance we've seen from them.
Yeah, Brian, it's been a treat to watch.
Beyond the arc. Hits it from three-point range.
Runs out, and it's Paris FC Basket who will be crowned as the EBA champions. What an unlikely run it's been for them, and they finish off what they started.
Unreal, guys. I mean, this has to be one of the biggest, fastest turns.
Hey, Boggy, we're the EBA champions now, baby. Yes.
This is good.
I think he likes you now. Hey, maybe. Look it, when me and Boggy started off, we had our problems, but that guy is one of a kind.
Actually, he has a twin. But technically, there are two of him.
What?
Yeah.
I gotta meet that guy. Unbelievable work, MP!
I haven't seen this much talent at this young age since Nas put out Omatic.
Hey, I actually like that one. Hey, when you get to the NBA, put in a good word for me, okay? I got you, Coach. But hey, these guys are gonna miss you.
I know, and I shouldn't be saying that, but I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding.
Let's go! We the champ, baby! Let's go! Let's go!
Yes, Miss Mueller.
MP, congratulations on your stunning achievement. As a 19-year-old playing his first season in the French Basketball Super League, how do you feel looking back at your accomplishments?
It's been an incredible ride, Miss Mueller. I really fell in love with France during my time here. I love the fans, I love the culture. I feel like I've grown so much, and I'll cherish these experiences for the rest of my life.
MP.
Oui.
MP, what comes next for you? Will you enter the draft? Right now you're projected as a second rounder. Any chance you come back to FC Basket for another season?
I love France, but my goal is the NBA. If I had a chance to get drafted this year, that's what I'm taking, so I won't pass that up. I'll prepare for that as I go back home and talk to my agent and see what my options are. But I think I've shown that I can compete at the highest levels against grown men and under pressure impact environments. A lot of people question my decision to come to France over going to college, but I'll tell you, sitting here right now, I think I made the right choice. Welcome.
Look at this.
How can you afford all this?
Ma, can I get a hello before you start questioning my finances?
I missed you.
I missed you more, Ma.
You look strong.
That's because I am.
Hey, did you bring me my rope for it?
Man, that stuff stunk up my luggage. I'm surprised customs let me through.
No, that is the king of cheeses there. Come on.
Of course, for you, Ma, I brought you some prints from the Louvre.
What? No, you didn't have to get me anything.
No. How else would you know I was thinking about you? So, hey, don't mind your stuff. Leave that there, and we'll go talk to Austin and Xander, and afterwards we can grab some dinner.
All right.
Let's go.
Okay.
There's my
There
guy.
they are.
How you doing, man? Good to see you.
Film
Good to
me
see
yet?
you.
I don't see any cameras.
Oh, sorry, Dad.
What?
I already told you, we're not filming a reality TV show. You're not gonna be surrounded by a bunch of cameras. We're filming content for my socials.
That's a fair question, though. If I'm recording, you'll know it. I use a DSLR mostly.
Whatever that means, take your word for it.
Anyway, it is such a pleasure to finally meet both of you.
Oh, same here. MP's told me so many great things
April.
about you guys.
You're
Awesome.
lying,
Hi.
but I believe you. You must be a great agent.
Thank you. Thank
Quit messing with the man.
you.
Okay.
Here, please.
Oh, thank you.
Austin, MP said that you were going to walk us through some of your draft strategies.
Dad, no. We'll get to that. Chill, please.
Oh, no, it's fine. Why don't we get to it, and then I'll let you guys catch up.
Austin, you...
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so as we all know, MP's being mocked in the second round. Now, his talent exceeds that valuation, but ironically, that puts us in a very strong position. If he were mocked just a bit higher, he would have been a late first rounder. And then whoever wanted to draft him would be completely out of our control. But the second round is the Wild West. And you can play wherever you want if you play your cards right. And of course, landing in the right organization is just as important to having a long, successful NBA career as having talent.
And another thing, in this room, I'm making a promise to everyone. On moms, I'm gonna make everyone who passed up on me regret it.
Oh, MP.
Look, I know
True,
that's not
Mom.
easy for a mom to hear, but that kind of chip on your shoulder is actually a great thing in a competitive industry like professional sports. So,
Thank Austin.
Okay, so if anyone can draft him in the second round, how can he choose where he goes?
well, there's actually two ways we can play this. First, we roll the dice. Let whoever's going to draft you, draft you. And I've got a list of interested teams here. But you can also work the system. If you tell people you only want to play for Team X, they'll listen because no one wants drama from a second rounder.
What if Team X doesn't want MP?
Ma.
What? I'm just asking. Just asking, honey.
That's a very shrewd question. That's where workouts come in. Now, I can get MP a workout with anyone. And if he impresses at that workout, chances are...
When, Austin, when I impress at the workouts.
There you go.
Okay, what do you recommend?
Well, if it were me, I would think long and hard about what my style of play is, what role I think I can fill, and then I'd see what team fits my style and has a need for my role. You also want a front office who you trust to make smart decisions. And if geography is important to you, you should consider that as well.
Okay, honey. How do you want to approach this?
I have some ideas, but honestly, it's a lot to take in.
I know. Well, look, guys, I put all the information you need right here on the TV. List of interested teams, scheduled workouts, etc. And of course, if you have any questions at any time, you know where to reach me. I can give you all the advice in the world on this, MP, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's your life, your decision. Good news is, your future's in your hands.
We appreciate it, Austin.
All right, listen up. Every team does its workouts differently, but we'll be putting you through a full scrimmage. Anyone can look good in drills. We need to know if you can do it in the game.
Oh, I could do it in game, coach. Trust.
Good. You'll run with the second team against the starters.
All right. Yeah, are you looking for anything in particular? I mean, obviously, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to win, but this is where I'm looking to start my career. So I want to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward for you.
All right. Well, we're looking for the fullest expression of what you do well as a basketball player. If that impacts winning, we want to see it.
Right. I could do that. I'm ready.
Stay on here!
Just like that.
We always be ready. Hey, look up top! Hey, who got him? Oh, get in! I got it! Hey, yo, right here. What's up? Stay there! Help me out! Get the perimeter! Foul! Keep shooting, Zion! You had enough? You got him! I got your arm! Oh, hit that! Right here! Pick! Box him out! Good board! Hey, ready to lose! Shut up! All day. Hey, come on! Kick it out! Hey! Yo, watch him! Come on, bro, that wasn't me. Yo, watch him! We're here. Hey, yo, right here. Move on now. Now you baby, stop. I got it. Hey, who got him? Help him out.
Let's go.
That's all day, MP. Swing, big. Box out. Put it back.
Let's get y'all.
Come on, baby, right. No, that's all you. I just threw it up. Nice bucket, MP.
Way to get it.
Let's go!
Excellent work, man. Really well done.
Man, I really appreciate that, Coach. So what's next?
All right, look, you're done for the day. I can't guarantee you anything, obviously, but I can tell you that you have fans in this organization, and you've made a very persuasive case for yourself. Listen, we'll be in touch with your agent and take it from there.
Thanks.
Yeah.